All of a sudden, you see someone's career skyrocket up. They go from being average to being on TV with the TED Talk. Their Instagram photos are filled with celebrities. Ever wonder why? What happened? There's a secret initiation some people go through, like a rite of passage that separates them from the pack. And you already have all the tools to do this too. I'll tell you about it now. The initiation they went through is writing a book. And the only thing you need to do this too is already inside of you. You've got what it takes, because being a storyteller is embedded in your DNA, and it only requires sharing your life experience in this way. My name is Emily Bauman, and I'm the author of Born to Write, a book about storytelling and how to write books that transform people's lives and your own life and business in the process. Whether we're aware of it or not, we're all storytellers. We use storytelling when we're applying for a job, when we're trying to ask for a second date. When I worked for international nonprofits and the United Nations, I used storytelling to convince donors that we were worthy of that multi-million-dollar investment and that the work was having an impact. I wrote this book to help people learn some really practical tools that they can use to transform their stories and wisdom into books. Even if they don't identify as writers, books are the ultimate tool for business growth and elevating careers. You have to go through certain initiations to become truly great, right? To know and love yourself, to own your voice, to understand your worth. These are all the foundations for rising in life, which no one really talks about. My favorite part of being a book doula is watching authors' own personal transformation through the process of writing a book. You can't help but overcome self-doubt, become more confident, and get really clear on your gifts and your worth by the time you're done writing your stories in black and white. And there's nothing like holding that first copy of your book in your hands. It is precious, like a new baby that you birthed. The tools in this book are uniquely set up to get anyone to that experience, even non-writers, non-native English speakers. The tools guide you not only how to structure your story, but how to overcome the inner stories blocking you from crossing the finish line and reaching this next level of your life. The principles are taken from my years of being a book editor, professional writing coach, and best-selling author, plus over 15 years of working as a persuasive marketer, a fundraising expert at startups, think tanks, and then the United Nations. In the 4 years from 2016 to 2020, I raised over $50 million to support refugee situations in Africa and the Caribbean, and I was using the power of storytelling to open hearts and wallets of major donors. Maybe you have a book idea, but you think someone has already written a book like yours? Think again. Someone out there will only be able to hear what they need to hear and make that change if it's written in your voice, backed up by your stories. I was compelled to write this book because I really feel like all of us have a story to tell, and our stories are what make us unique. We're all walking with wisdom inside us, and the world so desperately needs it. Our stories have the power to influence emotion and connect with others' hearts, right? And if you can connect to hearts and emotions, you have a great chance of moving people, moving them to action, to change, to spur their evolution. We can all agree the world needs to change urgently, and it starts with people waking up, living differently, leading from your hearts. So I had to get this out because I feel like the more people who can learn these tools to plan, write, and market their own bestseller, the more powerful the impact they can be in the work that they do. Writing a book is a rocket to your next level, whatever that means for you. It will help you achieve it and live what you've been destined to become in this lifetime. You can't afford to be the best kept secret anymore. I'm Emily Bauman, and I'm an expert at transforming hidden wizards into household names using the pure power of storytelling. It comes down to a simple truth. I believe you were born to write, and so I invite you to the challenge of transforming your wisdom into a bestseller in 90 days. The hardest part is starting, and I've given you the guidebook. So please don't tell yourself, oh, I don't have enough time, I don't have enough money, because I wrote this book as a working solo mom with a newborn baby. I was sometimes holding the baby and typing with one hand, and I only spent $100. I used it to buy a really professional book cover. And then it became an instant bestseller using only half the strategies in this book. After that, within the first month of publication, my incoming applications to work with me tripled. So if I can do it, so can you.